discuss the very best in Caribbean music, culture, trending topics, and interview island movers and shakers.
We test your Caribbean knowledge with the All Things Caribbean Trivia.
And we count down the top 10 songs by Caribbean artists and producers based in Atlanta with our official Island Heat Top 10 countdown.
Now, this episode is brought to you by our sponsor, APAP Media Group. APAP Media Group is a full-service creative video, photo, production company specializing in podcasting, multi-camera recording, and live streaming.
Contact them via email at info@apapmedia.com.
Island Heat Caribbean Show, APAP Radio. Keep it locked. From yard to the street. APAP Radio. Keep it locked.
Welcome to Season 3, Episode 109 of Atlanta's top-rated Caribbean podcast, the Island Heat Radio Show podcast. We are your hosts, DJ SuperPEC.
And I'm Lady Laleebella. I am happy to be here in the APAP Media studio live this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit subscribe, hit the bell notification, and do all the fun stuff. Tonight's episode is super special because we are going to have the theme of St. Patrick's Day in the Caribbean.
Wow, I did not know there was such a thing.
Well, you know the luck of the Irish carries over.
I guess so, So St. Patrick's Day was something that I learned of when I came to the States initially. So this is intriguing. What happens in the Caribbean for St. Patrick's Day?
Well, Caribbeans are all about their green. The Feast of St. Patrick's, or St. Patrick's Day, is a religious and cultural holiday held on the 17th of March. Montserrat, known as the Emerald Isle of the Caribbean, is the only nation outside of Ireland to celebrate St. Patrick's Day as a public holiday.
Okay.
Now, this holiday is a 10-day festival, similar to carnivals, looks like, combining Irish heritage with a 1768 slave rebellion commemoration, featuring green powder, masquerades, and fusion music.
Now they get rolled into it, fully into the costumes and everything.
Yes, they have their flutes.
The kilts.
Got their kilts. I'm just looking for the bagpipes.
Right.
Now, some key features of Caribbean Day in Montserrat include the celebration, which commemorates an unsuccessful 1768 slave uprising. This chosen specifically for when Irish plantation owners were intoxicated during the holiday. Imagine that. The events blend Irish traditions with African heritage, featuring masqueraders with Irish-inspired costumes and Afro-Caribbean dancing. The 10-day festival also lasts 10 days, including a Leprechauns revenge parade, talent shows, and traditional food. Visitors receive a shamrock stamp in their passport upon arrival. So why Montserrat?
Why Montserrat indeed? Well, I guess the settlers.
Yes, the island has a deep history of Irish settlement, with many Irish Catholics in particular arriving in the 1600s as indentured slaves or owners, and the local flag even features the Irish sharp.
See, I would not have known that was a particular Irish harp. In Jamaica, there is an Irish community as well.
True.
There was, I think it's a Black River area, or is that the Germans? I think that's Germantown down there. But yeah. So there's patches of Europeans who've settled on the different islands.
Definitely.
But definitely thinking Montserrat maybe being a little smaller, that the infusion of both cultures, mixing together the African and the Irish cultures and traditions.
Well, the mantra that brings them together is it's not just green, it's not just parades, it's resistance. This is heritage.
There you go. Montserrat, where both the Irish and African cultures have combined together, and they continue to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Now, today is the 23rd of March. A lot has happened in history on this particular date. It did align with that rebellion in Montserrat, where they tried to take over the Irish slave owners at that time. And unfortunately,
they were intoxicated.
it wasn't. Despite the Irish being drunk, apparently the rebellion was not as successful. It was suppressed on this day in 1768.
Now, on March 23rd, 1903, the burning of the Red House in Trinidad also occurred.
That is right. Amidst the riots and protests over new water legislation, the Waterworks Bill, the Red House, which housed the Legislative Council in Port of Spain, was set on fire and gutted. According to the National Archives of Trinidad and Tobago, the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago, to police were called in, and apparently up to 16 people met their deaths in that fire. Also, on this day in 1648, it was the partition of St. Martin, where the French and the Dutch representatives signed the Treaty of Concordia on the island of St. Martin, and the agreement divided the island into St. Martin and St. Martin, which the French occupied the northern half and the Dutch the southern sector.
Nice. Well, separate but equal. We try to keep everyone together, and ultimately the culture is so rich that we're able to share.
Run them all. Just one St. Martin. Who are they to come and divide up other people's place amongst themselves? And I'm just saying.
It's just the language that separates. The people are the same.
It's one rock.
See there. Well, I like that attitude. And we can carry that over into our trivia question.
That is right. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Island Heat Radio Show podcast right here on APAP Media. We are your hosts, DJ SuperPEC.
And I'm Lady Laleebella. Are you ready to test your trivia tonight? Let's see. We'll see how Caribbean you are with tonight's question. What country has the world's only drive-through volcano?
That is an interesting question. Now, A, is it Montserrat?
We just talked about that.
I see what you did there. Is it St. Lucia?
Yes, St. Lucia. Big up St. Lucia.
All right. Is it Aruba?
Aruba.
Or is it St. Vincent?
You guys have something to ponder on. I think we're going to drop some music, and that should help invigorate the senses.
We've got brand new music from Queen Ifrica, y'all. The Queen is back. This is Lantern. While you phone a friend and try to come up with the answer for that trivia question, here we go. Brand new music, Queen Ifrica.
Church at the rum bar you be preaching right now what about me want people Janko where you do this to poor people for. Make sure you're not late for that meeting Strap with justice I wait for you. Now I'm gonna jail when I'm pay for you. Start tell your followers pray for you. Things get dark on the highway. See me with a lantern Even the righteous have a migraine See me with a lantern lightning, see me with a lantern. Yes, for sure the judgment will be frightening. Revolution is the pride of the people. Just filling a voice to the people. Some rich like rich, old Babylon teeth get kicked out. Righteousness exalts a nation, what do you evil? So David use, but that one you a rifle. Boop, 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 at the code, we don't like you. This is that blood that wild ready to fight you. Now response I you never devil like guide you, Lord. So things get dark on the highway. See me with a lantern, yeah. Even the righteous have a migraine, nah. See me with a lantern, yeah. Jack come with thunder, come with lightning, yeah. See me with a lantern. Yes, I show the judgment will be frightening. Round in Iowa, I find I majesty seated up high loud.
Yeah. It was the video feature a couple weeks ago. Brand new music from Patoranking, y'all, alongside Buju Banton. This one's called African Soldier. One time for all my African soldiers out there. Yeah.
I'm an African soldier. If you never know, you better know now. I'm an African soldier. Say boy better know how we run, boy, yeah. Fully governed, we stay fully governed. Step on the scene, man, humble lion. Holy Zion, me say holy Zion. Me solid as a rock and me strong like a fire burning. And that is Jaja's sign. We go, yo, this greatness can't decline. Flowing, this river cannot dry. Oh, Mama Africa, we tell them this is our time, yeah. I'm an African soldier. If you never know, you better know now.
The voice of Patoranking.
I'm an African
Original.
soldier.
Big up.
Where Gargamel there? Where Gargamel there?
Hear him there, hear him there.
Buju!
From Cape to Cairo, Sahel to Gabon, Nigeria to Ghana to Sierra Leone. Africa's world belongs to all African. There is a fight against evil and corruption. My ancestors bled for generation. The children's cry for liberation. We left it to our leaders, but they're all compromised. Until we saw a young man who opened our eyes. Africa.
I'm an African soldier. If you never know, you better know now. I'm an African soldier. Say boy better know how we run, boy.
What are you thinking about that one? What are you thinking about that one?
It's given a classic feel. It's given that kick, that
Yeah.
dance hall kick.
Definitely, you know, that real heavy bass line, that Sly and Robbie type of a reggae bass line.
It is. I went ahead and looked up the producer. Big up Jazzwad. Jazzwad, you always killing it.
Of course. Should have known. It makes sense.
Yes,
It makes sense.
it's an add up. So big up yourself. Jazz.
And the Queen is back, Queen
I
Ifrica.
love that song with her. You know, I was just talking about being bright in my white.
Yeah.
And she just sealed it for me.
Tonight you're the lantern.
Yes. Miami.
All right,
Shine
I tell you,
bright.
before we go back to the trivia, I want to drop one more brand new song
course.
because I got this one specially sent to me today. Well, I got a few of them specially sent to me today. All right, but as we're speaking about the queens, I want this king is going to represent for the ladies.
I like
this one
that.
is called Queen, brand new music from Version.
Pretty girl in your own world.
Leslie, big up one time.
And you blow.
Star.
Do you know you're the prettiest in the room? Prettiest in the room.
Brand new music. His name is Version. Song's called Queen.
This is for the finest girls with the prettiest smile. God bless you every day and night. This is for the finest queens with the brightest shine. God bless you every day and night. Pretty na everything, sexy na anything. I'm in love with your melanin. Do you know your smile giving energy? Your
style fit your chemistry. Your vibe feel like therapy. Do you know? Hello ladies, you're so sexy. The way you dress, you flex, you impress me. Every shade, every size, you stay healthy. What a piece of body where you get it tempt me. Pretty queen, so what you think international? Literally, every girl wanna be a fan. Pretty in everything, sexy in anything. I'm in love with your melanin. Do you know? Your smile give her energy. Your style with your chemistry. Your grace give your benefit. Do you?
Oh yeah. You
Like
said-
that song
you-
there.
You look good in that everything.
AMD.
Sexy in that anything.
Hey,
You loving the melanin.
love that. I mean, the grip give you energy.
Chat about brand new music from the band version right there. Make sure y'all go and check out the song, support the artist. All right. Yeah, so,
I like version. Humble youth, good youth. He's been in the music game for a minute.
yeah,
now.
man. Hitmaker, straight through. All right, let's see if we gave them enough time to come up with the answer for today's All Things Caribbean trivia question.
Time to give it to them. Which country has the world's only drive-through volcano? This has to be a very special place. And although we have been discussing Montserrat, it is not.
You see. Okay.
Montserrat.
Thought that was a shoo-in.
Unfortunately, if this was trivia, you would have gotten it wrong.
I would have.
Now, the next one, St. Lucia, is the correct answer.
All right. Big up St. Lucia every time. Drive-through volcano. What the why?
Amazing. I mean, St. Lucia is a very spectacular place. It boasts the world's only drive-through volcano called Sulphur Springs.
You know, I've been to St. Lucia, but I did not go to the
Sulphur Springs?
Yes. In fact, I didn't even realize at the time it was a volcanic.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So you know, I'm glad I made it in and made it out.
Yes. Wow. Big up to Sulphur Springs for being the number one drive-through.
Yeah, the only drive-through volcano in the world. Right? And you can go down there and get the natural minerals soaking in the water and doing all that good stuff right there.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've been talking about St. Patrick's Day in the Caribbean. It's the main theme for today. And infusion of African heritage with the European heritage. Now, the African link to the Caribbean continues and it's still strong even after the transatlantic trade, slave trade.
Point, yes.
And today from our MP's desk, we've got a great story about that unity between the Caribbean and Africa.
Pick up the one Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, Sport, the Honorable Olivia Babsy Grange, only one. And she is excited about the African houses gifted to Jamaica by the government of Ghana. The Jamaica National Heritage Trust on Friday, March 13th, hosted an open house ceremony at Seville Heritage Park in St. Anne, celebrating the opening of the African houses gifted to Jamaica by the government of Ghana. The Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport, the Honorable Olivia Grange, emphasized the profound Ghana-Jamaica connection rooted in shared bloodlines and cultural legacy. Later, we plan to establish here an African-Jamaican kitchen garden as a living heritage. For us, the houses would not be complete. Indeed, the village would not be complete without food security. Now, the gifting of the African houses was one of the outcomes of the visit of the Ghanaian foreign minister and the ensuing bilateral discussions, which were led by Minister John Smith and the Ghanaian government, for also extending the stay of the military men to establish the accompanying African-Jamaican kitchen garden. They have staff.
Yes. No, they flew in directly from Ghana, and the soldiers, Ghanaian soldiers, were on the ground. The opening ceremony brought together the government officials, the diplomats, the heritage professionals, and the community representatives in the movement to reflect the celebration. So big up, big up, big up, big up.
I love that there's a presence there now.
So my question is, right? So you're building African houses in Jamaica, right? So no more zinc? You know, is it the zinc?
Well, you know what I like about it, you could see it as an opportunity to test out the tropical environment now with these Ghanaian infrastructure, as well as, you know, mixing a little jollof rice, the rice and peas.
Now, do we have everything there in Jamaica that they needed, or did they have to bring materials from Africa in order to make an African house in Jamaica?
Well, I think that's interesting. What I think is important is that they want to mix cultures. They've sent soldiers over. So, you know, the soldiers being over there, they're going to make friends with Jamaicans, and then, you know, it'll be the Jamaican-Ghanaian connection.
You're talking about really establishing your village.
Yeah, establishing the village. Occupy the land.
Right. Hey, we got the houses. They work in on the food, right? And then it's just to build the community.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, Jamaica have enough women.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Further from the MP's desk this week, Adidas donates $7.5 million to hurricane relief. On Saturday, March 4th, Adidas donated $7.5 million hurricane relief funds to the schools impacted by Hurricane Melissa, with a presentation taking place at GC Foster Classic. We thank Adidas for stepping up to support schools affected by Hurricane Melissa, and we hope that other sponsors follow the example. Their continued assistance makes a meaningful difference in helping our institutions recover and move forward. Adidas has indicated that an additional donation is planned, which will bring their total contribution to $10 million. You know what my question is?
What that?
Is it U.S. money, or are you talking Jamaican currency? It's a difference. It makes a difference.
This is my standard. If it's U.S., it says USD.
And it does not in the article. Oh, boy.
And this is coming from the MP's desk, so we assume JMD.
Adidas, you have to do better.
Come now, man.
I'm saying.
Something, something, you know.
Yeah.
Something still, you know.
I mean,
and Jamaicans are creative. You can't say that we're not going to use it to the fullest capacity. We're going to make it stretch.
Listen, don't mind me. Big up yourself, Adidas. Thank you for contributing towards a worthy cause. Every little piece helps, trust and believe. So
every mickle make a muckle.
For real.
And you know, so we have the Ghanaian house now for giving the people some food. I got plant up the place. That got nice.
Right. And we got to make sure people are looking good and looking sharp. And if you're in the brand new kit from Adidas representing the Jamaica national football team, then you're going to be looking sharp for real.
Like a lantern. Now, the football kit is the heartiest congratulations to the Jamaica Football Federation, Adidas, and the Bob Marley Foundation. What a collaboration. It's going to introduce an outstanding new football kit for the national team, the Reggae Boyz. Now, this kit is more than just striking design. It is powerful expression of Jamaicans' pride, identity, and their heritage. It tells a story that goes beyond just sports, capturing the spirit of Jamaicans' people, and, of course, the global influence of the culture. We run things. Things are run we.
That them say. Yeah. Well, I hope in our new kits we qualify for the World Cup.
That part, get some winning colors.
Hey, please and thanks. Right, we need that. We need that win. Right, the playoffs are coming up, and
Beanie Masia. You know, nah, I'm missing the camera.
The king of the dance hall himself,
Right.
be the man there at the Adidas presentation of the new kits.
Kick out. Looks good.
It looks like a vibe, right?
Yeah, I like it. I like the colors. You know, red, green, and gold integrates into it. Makes sense. It makes sense.
That is what it do. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Island Heat Radio Show podcast right here on APAP Radio. We are your host, DJ SuperPEC.
What's my name again?
You are Lady Laleebella.
Thank you. Let the people them know our wagwan. And we have so much in store for you. So you guys better lock it in as we go into our next segment for this evening.
That is right. And we're going to start it off with a vibe. You know, they passed through a couple months ago with us, dropping a brand new single.
The weather was still a little colder then,
Yeah,
but
yes.
now it's a warm up. So I'll come with the heat.
It's a new season, so you know they're coming through with some brand new things for us as well.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, keep it locked. We jamming, we jamming, we jamming. It's time to get on bad.
We come to get back. Here we go, no. Get back, get back, get back, get back, no. Get back, get back.
I hope you are at home following instructions.
Get bad.
I'm not in any kind of mood right now for any disobedience. Yeah, follow the instructions. The song said get bad. Yeah,
Straight,
let's
same
go.
way.
This is Kenny Blessing alongside BlackChiney, y'all.
Chiney.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
We come to get back. Here we go, no. Get back, get back, get back, get back, no. Get back, get back, get back, get back, no. Get back, get back, get back, get back, no. Get back, get back, get back. Hey, goodie, show me your dirty ways. Wine for me, I wanna see that way. Turn it around and make it come back. Yeah, bend it over like a back shot.
No time to get sad, it's time to get mad. We got finger up in ways and mash up the place, it's time to get back. It's all time now, you can't stand my room. Step by step back, go down on me.
Get back, here we go. Get back, yeah, here we go. Get back, we come to get back. We come to get back. Here we go, no. Get back, get back, get back, get back, no. Get back, get back, get back, get back, no. Get back, get back, get back, get back, no. Get back, get back, get back.
It's we that make this party night, it's not say way away. The baddest sexy lady, baby.
Put your hands on your bumper and bend over. Tick it up, Michael. Wine a little.
Follow instructions.
Matesa, 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 Mate, Mate, Mate in the party. Hands on your bumper and bend over. Tick it up, my girl. Wine a little faster. And Matesa, 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 Mate, Mate.
Lady Laleebella, you know how to matisa?
Yes. You know I know a thing or two.
Okay. Yo, hey, for all those people at home right now, I know you getting into the wine. I know you're getting into the wine. Matisa.
Yeah.
Wine a little faster. And Matesa, Matesa.
One time for all of my St. Lucia crew. One time for all my VI crew.
My girl, wine a little faster. And Matesa, 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 Mate, Mate, Mate in the party. Now when I make it tremble, make that bumper tremble, make it tremble. Jumble, chukesa, jumble, chukesa. Chupaisi, chupaila, kiruesa, atua. Now when I make it tremble, make that bumper tremble, make it tremble. Jumble, chukesa, chupaisi, chupaila, kiruesa, atua. We tired on a Monday, work on a Tuesday, lazy on a Wednesday, free up on a Thursday. From Friday, we go party and mate. So don't tell my mother I mate the party. Now we linking up, everything we drinking up. When the ladies come out to party, man they lining up. It's rum mixed with soca and all kind of bumper. So don't tell my mother I mate the party. Mommy, don't tell my mother. Mommy.
Don't tell our mother. Don't tell our mother.
She'll get on bad, you know. Long time she'll get on bad.
They tell you, hey, but you know what? She asked permission.
Yeah. She knows right from
She was
wrong.
raised right. You see,
She knows right from
she asked
wrong.
permission. Ladies and gentlemen, BlackChiney is a rising soca star, and she resides between here in Atlanta and the Caribbean. You know, she island hops and you know,
international thing.
She is got a bright style, fresh look, energy in the music, great voice.
You hear the languages, them? You hear the lingo? Okay.
Multilingual, multicultural, doing that thing. Welcome back to the Island Heat Radio Show podcast.
Welcome,
Hi, good night, good night, good night.
Good to see you again. Welcome
You
back.
guys too as well.
Thank you so much for joining us. New music on the road.
Yes, yes.
It's a fresh new year. So, Lady Laleebella, let's jump into it. Let's find out what's going on.
Yeah, so since the last time you've been here, collaborations, music, new videos. Tell us what you've been working on.
So I'm just trying to stay active and try to stay fresh and have things coming out so I can stay in the know. So I just want to keep my music going and just keep putting things out there and broadcasting my talent and just try to rise up.
That's amazing.
I've seen that the consistency. It seems like
Yes.
you've got a little busier. You know, although it's hard to tell. See, artists have this period where sometimes you're just in the studio and you're just compiling, and
Correct.
not necessarily releasing
Right.
stuff right away. So,
Yes.
so is that what you've been in the lab and putting in the
Yes,
work?
I've been in the studio with Kenny, so we've been working on several things that I want to put out for the Atlanta Carnival.
Okay.
So we've been working, and I'm trying to do an album as well. So we working.
All right. Is the album targeted for this year?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
We don't know yet.
All right. In the works.
Yes, it's in the
But
works.
first and foremost, Atlanta Carnival.
Yes.
That's the major target right now.
Correct.
Okay. And you're saying specific songs for that carnival that in terms of here is BlackChiney in her fullest.
Absolutely, because Carnival is more fet vibes,
Right.
road, up tempo, power soca. So I have two songs that I want to release.
Okay.
So
So that was my next question, actually. You said so because I feel the power. I feel the power energy.
Yeah.
You know? Is that where you more than groovy? You know, are you more that high energy?
yeah. I'm more of an energy because I don't know. I guess I can bring out my dancehall style sometimes in that. So
True.
Yeah.
You did mention that you are a big dance hall fan.
right,
Indeed,
and
so-
the rawness of my voice can come out
Yeah.
more in that than groovy. You have to sing, and I'm not too singy. I'm more like a bad gal. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Good stuff. Now, with the songs that you're currently working on,
Mm-hmm.
is there, other than the energy and the party vibe, is there any other major theme around the music?
No, because that's what Carnival gives you. Like partying with your friends, feeling good, representing your culture, your country, and that's what,
Yeah.
and in Caribbean people, we love our rum.
There are certain staples to the
Right.
thing, right? Indeed. Now, where has the best carnival?
Well, the world would say Trinidad, but I think everyone would say their country,
Okay.
because I love St. Lucia's Carnival. I do.
Tell
I
us
just
about
love
St. Lucia's Carnival. Break
It's
it down
just,
for anybody
oh my
who's not
God,
been
it's
there.
just, you feel it in your soul when you're on the road. The people, the vibes, the music, everything is just so grand.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there anything that's very unique to St. Lucia that you wouldn't probably see at another carnival, but it's like a thing for St. Lucia?
The music, the dinner segment.
Okay.
You get a lot of that on the road too as well. And then you have those songs that's running for road match. They'll play that, but you really get the St. Lucian music on the road.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, remind us of the language, the St. Lucian dialect that
It's patois.
it's just
Yeah, it's patois. So I know Jamaicans have patois for the, but it's like a Creole,
Okay.
broken French.
there you go. It's one of the roots. It's a French
Yeah,
background.
it's a French.
in there.
Yes.
All right. Lady Laleebella.
So as things are starting to get hotter, tell me about Take Me Down, Baby. Tell me about the vibes that, you're rising up and now you're cooling down.
Right. So a good wine, actually, good. My songs are always. I'm very playful with my words when I do the music. So good wine is really about just being by yourself and for so long, and then you finally come across that one person that you just want him to take you down. So that's what good wine is about.
I love that.
See, fellas, ladies be having their hit list, They be having their own hit list. They act like they don't, but
you always have that one, you have in the back of your head.
And what I like about her visuals is that they are sexy, they are appealing, but she also uses metaphors. So you got the airplane landing. Take me down, baby.
Me down.
Yeah, it's time to land that jet, baby.
Yeah. So, and the thing I notice about music is they don't want you to be too raw, too vulgar. They want you to play around with the words and let them have their own concept of what you're saying.
Is that what you think? Because nowadays the music is so explicit.
That's dancehall, but in Soca, I don't know. Soca is kind of.
Well, there's a thing called now bouillon.
Yeah,
which definitely
they have their own lane.
It's the soca side of the the more X-rated side of
soca. Absolutely,
right.
Absolutely.
So and no holds barred.
Yeah.
Boy, some things that I said shocked my ears.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bouillon's very raw.
But hey, you know what? It's new. I don't want to say it's new. It is now getting the spotlight that continue to build in as like several Caribbean genres are. Soca has been dominant, reggae and dancehall being dominant, but there's a lot of growth in the Caribbean genres getting more popular out there. And every time I hear a good song and I step into the dance and the song is playing, I always get approached by a female who tells me this.
Take me down, baby. Take me.
It just happens. I just.
Good one. Take me. Take me down, baby.
It's BlackChiney in the building.
And I don't fight.
Coming out, promise you got my interest. Boy, I want to take a risk. Oh, when you give me that smile, I want you stay a while. Take me down, baby. Take me down.
BlackChiney, showing her groovy side.
Yeah.
Switch it up, switch it up.
Come please me. Listen, yes, with a dance with me. Oh, yeah, come over. Let me pull me leg on your shoulder. No better, on the counter, giving you the wickedest been over. I don't know the last time I had me a good one. Oh baby, oh you're mine. Come show me a good time. Say I don't know the last time I had me a good one. Oh baby, do you mind? Come show me a good time. Take me down, baby.
She likes the wine,
It's good wine.
but and in addition to, she likes to mix it up sometimes. She like the wine, but she like our liquor too.
Indeed. A good wine.
Yeah.
And a good liquor.
And a good liquor.
Yeah.
With the French accent, liqueur.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be very careful with our pronunciations.
There we go.
We don't want anybody to draw the wrong conclusion. Right? Sometimes things can be so suggestive.
Exactly.
Where does your mind take you?
Where does your mind take you?
Right. You ever see the when they're doing the psychology thing and they have the ink blots?
Yeah.
And they say, what picture do you see?
You see?
Right. Well, I know what I hear when I hear this song. I don't know what you hear when you hear the song.
I
but
hear
I know what I hear. Oh. BlackChiney, brand new music, y'all. This is Liqueur.
I want a liquor. Yes, I want a liquor.
I love the wine.
I love the wine, but I want a liquor. I want a liquor. Yes, I want a liquor. I love the wine, but I want a liquor. I want a liquor. Yes, I want a liquor. Liquor, liquor. Just like Johnny Walker. I want a smooth tapper. Probably should drink some water, but the rum taking over. Drunk in love. Yes, I love soca. Tequila, then I take, say, miss me. Bartender.
Shaking not stirred. No chase, no chase, no chase, no chase. She wants a what? Like I said, I know what I hear. If you hear something different, that is on you.
Get your mind out the gutter.
I'm saying though. I'm saying. So, tell us about writing this one.
Well, this one, again, I like to be very playful with the words. I want it to be very catchy, so have people, putting their own concept together to where they even start enjoying the song more because they saying what they want that song to say. So, yeah, so when I wanted, I know for sure I wanted an alcohol song.
Okay.
Because, that's what, I don't know, that's to me right now, like, I'm hearing a lot of alcohol and liquor songs for some reason. Mm-hmm. So when I was writing that, that's what I had in mind. I wanted a double meaning, but I wanted to be catchy, and I wanted it to incorporate something people love.
It's a drinking song.
Yes. And it's a road anthem. You're on the road and you're going. First of all, you're going 24 hours, no sleep, right?
Yeah.
48 hours, no sleep. 72 hours, no sleep. You need something to keep you up.
Yes.
You need something to keep you dancing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Johnny Walker, tequila, rum, all right? A little wine. All of these
And a little
things.
liquor.
And a little liquor.
That's all. So while I have you, because, that you are definitely have a very strong, bold fashion sense. Yeah, I would say fashionista. Yeah. So I have ladies, I have a question for you regarding Mr. P. If you have the blouse queued up, this particular fashion statement by Shaggy recently promoting his one of his new songs. It's pink, floral, see-through. He's got pearls around the neck. What do you all think about that?
I think it's fashion.
Particular look?
I think it's fashion.
Oh, it's definitely fashion.
But because of our culture, people have things to say about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's definitely fashion.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, if you go anywhere in New York, you're gonna see something similar. You're gonna see that. You go LA, you're gonna see that.
Fashion Week, you'll see it.
Well, maybe Fashion Week in the fashion district. I don't know if anybody's walking around regular in this. Like, this is one of those. This is a statement shirt. Right?
I was just about to say that. Yeah. But fashion, it has definitely took a turn for the men.
Exactly.
That for sure.
So much more is acceptable. I guess,
exactly.
Just for a Jamaican man, dancehall artist, though. That's where a lot of the comments have come out. Now, we recognize he's an international pop star, right?
That's it. You have to understand management, wardrobe. There's a lot of other things that go into performance attire.
Exactly.
So not to say he purposefully picked that song, that shirt.
Oh no, I think everything was very purposeful about it.
But somebody styled him in that way to say, hey.
No.
Make a statement.
Make a.
So the designer partly makes clothing that he does not believe or calls unisex. He says it's more, it's even more open flow than that. It's clothes for anybody
Oh, like androgynous.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. You know, so
Interesting. Oh.
yeah. I want to pick the clothes though for me personally.
Yeah.
Just a SuperPEC thing, right?
Yeah.
You know your lighting.
The man section. That's where I don't want no confusion.
No granny blouse.
About you know, I'm just saying that's just my personal thing still.
Right,
you know?
right.
But I brought it. He's getting attention. People are talking about the shirt.
Exactly.
I hopefully people also know there was a song released behind it.
What I like about Shaggy is that now he doesn't miss when it comes to giving back to Jamaica and doing his thing. He just was doing the Jamaica Music Conference down in Jamaica. He's given hundreds of thousands of dollars to the hospital down there for the children.
Correct.
Yeah.
And don't miss.
Yeah. No.
And you know, and then he's Mr. Lover. He can pull that off.
Yeah.
You can't see Vybz Kartel in that.
Right, you can't- not even the same.
Not even.
The same, right?
You know, he can do that. He can pull that off.
All right. Well, big ups to Shaggy each and every time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking with international recording soca superstar BlackChiney. She resides right here in the ATL, like so many talented people do. BlackChiney, how has it been for you making music between here and the island? Is it easier? Is it better? Are there some advantages or disadvantages?
No, it's about the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
it's
able to
about the
connect
same.
with the energy from down there while here
Right.
and still be on.
When I'm in St. Lucia, I'm home. And then when I'm here, I have Kenny, so we vibe so well. So
Okay, great. So
Yeah.
the creative energy stays
creative-
right through.
Yeah.
Just flowing. Well, tell us about what's coming up in May, because Carnival here in Atlanta is going to be hot.
Yes, very. So in May, well, actually next month, I'm gonna drop another single. Give you a little hint of the topic. Jammin' Nasty is the name of the song.
Jamming nasty. It's like Dirty Dancing, folks. Dirty Dancing, jamming nasty. I got you.
Ram, jam, slam. Okay.
Jammin' Nasty should be coming out soon.
Okay.
So in gear up for Atlanta Carnival. I always like to put things out for Atlanta Carnival to be involved and everything. So
Right. Is there a favorite band that you have or a group for Carnival here?
I did Insane one time, and but I really don't be on the road though. I'd be at the park watching the shows or on the stage.
Right.
You know.
But you know, we've seen there's some was it Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, there's some big stars. Ashanti,
Yeah.
who've been you're recently on the parade routes, you know, getting down with the folks and jamming.
Right.
That's important, yeah.
That's-
as well, to reach out to your fans. So what way have you been reaching out to your fans, getting feedback on the music? What it has been?
Yeah, I'll be on the
response?
trucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always important to connect with the fans. You have opportunity like that. I know social media is there where people.
Social
can reach
media
out
is
directly.
there, and then when I'm out too, a lot of people who recognize me, I'll connect with them and stuff like that.
And you're approachable, right? You're not a standoffish.
People think that I'm not approachable for some strange reason.
Yeah.
They always say I look intimidating, so a lot of people don't even speak to me.
It's the shades.
It's the boss. It's the boss beat,
It's
babe.
yeah. You said it. Now.
Represented for the ladies, it's Women's History Month. Is there a woman that you'd like to salute who has impacted your life or career?
A woman I would like to salute, other than my mom.
Who
My
you have
mother-
to ask now.
Yeah, my mom is a huge part of my life. My mom still treats me like I'm a child. She still, but come, hey, look what I bought you. I'm like, what? Half of the things I have, my mom bought for me. I'm like, I don't have to shop for myself. My mom buys me everything.
Are you an only child?
No, I have a brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're the
She's like that
princess.
with him too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my mom she loves her kids. She just spoils us.
That works.
Yeah.
Works. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking with BlackChiney. Brand new music. We got to let them hear it one more time.
Run it up.
This is Liquor. Brand brand new. This is the hot one right now. This one we need everybody streaming tonight. Right away. I need to see those numbers spike tomorrow morning.
Right?
Yeah?
Yes,
That's what we're talking about. Yeah. Is it out officially?
Yes, it is.
On all platforms.
On all streaming platforms.
So if you like your Apple Music, it did it. Yeah. If you like your YouTube, it did it. Yeah. If you got your Spotify, okay, you get it. Okay.
Ready, set, go.
Let's go. And it's streaming live on APAP Radio. Don't play with me. The biggest and the best in town. Let's go. What you know, the neighbor? What am I look for? Lady Laleebella, can I get in one more?
Guana. Run the tune.
This was called The Lean Back, featuring Ricky T. God, left him out. Let's go. BlackChiney, Ricky T, Lean Back.
Catch the place on fire. 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 Turn up the heat and 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 lean back, bend back, lean back, bend back, lean back.
Watch your place catch a fire.
Bend back, lean back, bend back, lean back, bend back, lean back.
Watch your place catch a fire.
You say how you bad, but it's it right there. Put up anything, then turn me back way. Back the smell of a just so we say. So I know I lay. I turn off the steam like Carnival day. Pass the baton like it's a relay. Speed it up fast, me big bumper sway. Balance it, baby, make me go down low.
Girl, time to wine.
Turn up the heat and turn up the heat and
Girl, time to wine.
turn up the heat and turn up the heat and
Girl, time to wine.
turn up the heat and turn up the heat and
Girl, time to wine.
turn up the heat and turn up the heat and bend back, lean back, bend back, lean back, bend back, lean back.
She said it's all about the energy. It's all about the power.
All about the
I love it. 'Cause for me, like, people need what they need when they need it, I think when you turn to soca, you're thinking fun.
Yes.
Right? You're thinking excitement, and you're thinking that energy, right? Now, it's fine to have other, expressions in the music, but that's just my initial thing when I think soca. So when you go along those lines, I think you can't lose.
Right.
You know what I mean? Carnival is about exactly that. So
Exactly.
as long as you're hitting those marks, I think the song's going to do well. It's going to continue to grow. Keep pushing, right? And we are here to continue to support you because you're doing good work.
Thank you.
Right. Tell everybody where they can follow you, find out more information about you, support and follow you and stream and download and all that good stuff.
Yes, on Instagram, _ BlackChiney, BlackChiney, and then on Facebook, The Real BlackChiney.
Okay. Good stuff. Do you have any problems with people trying to find you? And, because there's a BlackChiney sound system out there,
What's so funny is I Googled myself the other day, and in the Google, it said she is not to be confused with the sound system. I was like, yes, Google,
all right.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Google at the T.
Google's on top of the thing.
Right.
On top of the thing. Ladies and gentlemen, BlackChiney has been with us here in the building on the #1 podcast coming out of Atlanta, Georgia, representing for the Caribbean community, the Island Heat Radio Show podcast, right here on APAP Radio. We're going to touch it one more time as she makes her way out. This is Liquor, brand new music, y'all.
Tune bad.
No chaser. The voice of BlackChiney. That is Liquor. Make sure, everybody, make sure you go out tonight and stream that song on all media platforms. Great music, great energy. All right. Thank you, BlackChiney. Thank you so very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting close to the top of the hour, Eastern Standard Time. Boy, what took place here in the ATL over this last weekend?
Now, we did have the celebration of life for Tony Gray that occurred on Saturday, March 21st at the Victorious Life Church in McDonough, Conyers, Georgia. Now, Old McDonough Highway, my apologies, in Conyers, Georgia. Now, this is very sad because this was someone who was associated with the Atlanta Jamaican Association.
Yeah. Yep.
So
the
given
former
his
president, a community leader, community advocate, friend to so many. The outpouring of love and from the community was just outstanding. Tony Gray played his part. He did his thing, representing for Jamaicans in the diaspora, and especially here in Atlanta, Georgia. So he will be missed. Rest in power.
Yes, we send our condolences. Now, events that are occurring this week to look forward to are inclusive of the Camo Bash 2026, which will take place on the 27th of March.
Yes, and we got Cyber World coming up on the 27th as well.
Skins As You Bear is coming up on the 28th.
On the 28th, we've got Cocoa Tea.
Oh, yes. Now, this is the sex experience. This is the Red Redemption. I mean, these names are quite explicit.
I'm telling you. Well, Michelle is celebrating her 80th. Or excuse me, I'm sorry. See, Michelle go. She go come after me now. She go come after. She's celebrating
80s and
90s theme party. Not her 80th.
Big up, Michelle.
Big up yourself every time. And of course, it's all about Memory Lane Sundays and the Chill Sundays going down each and every Sunday here in the ATL.
And Rum Punch did do their kickoff this past weekend.
The Rum Punch is back. Rum Punch Branch is back at, I believe, Music Hall each and every Friday, Eastern Standard Times, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Caribbean Runnings, WRFG 89.3 FM. Red Carpet Shelly, DJ Passport, and myself representing there. And look out for upcoming interview with BlackChiney on that program as well. We got to make sure. See, that program's 23, 4, 5, something like that years. FM dial here in Atlanta, the #1 longest running Caribbean program. So we're there place to make sure we represent for our artists. That is it. You know what I mean? So yeah, look out for that one. And then, of course, tomorrow, right here on APAP, we've got the Speak Harmony podcast.
And I love to see Sharon Thompson and Sharon Reed doing their thing. This is from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., and they do have a special guest, Tracy Leak.
Now, if you're ready to get up on your linguistic skills, now, Lady Laleebella, Leanne,
Yes.
Spanish tutoring program is available to you.
One Kamal, you know, I am multilingual and I love to share the culture in many facets, many ways. This week I have been zeroing in on Cuban Spanish to give people some, connect with the Caribbean as well as Cuban roots. Big up to Celia Cruz, the queen of salsa.
So my question, how are you on your St. Lucian patois?
My Saint Lucian patois, what I like about Saint Lucian patois is it has incorporated a little bit of Spanish and a little bit of French. So, when she says baila, we dancing. When she said pra la, we over there. If she said pra acá, we over here. We moving around. So we got to be able to diversify.
That's what I'm talking about. Lady Laleebella, you're bad.
Comme si, comme ça, oui.
Make sure you log in with us each and every Monday right back here.
Bring it.
Make sure you hit the notification bell, the subscribe bell, leave a comment, all right? Like and share. Share. Don't keep all the best stuff in the world to yourself. Share it to your friends, yeah? All right, we are right here at the top of the hour. Lady Laleebella.
We're reached, and you already know we have the top 10 countdown to look forward to. We put in all the singles into our special matrix every week. We mix it up. We figure out which is the top songs in order based on your viewership. And this week, what made the cut to number 10 is Sir Alexander with a new entry, Militant.
That's right. And then in number 9 spot, Sir Alexander again with Feel Good.
You can look forward to the number 8 position, Ramdan with Rifle.
And K-Queens hit the chart last week, and they're moving on up in the number 7 position with Bad Gal.
Now, you know this one. It's quite familiar to the countdown. Ross Frazier Jr. and Mr. Pepper.
And one of my favorite songs has been on the countdown for a little while now, and unfortunately it's reached to its last week as it's timing out. This is Pressure Bus Pipe with Working Man. Let's take a look.
All of this love I have is for you. Ever since the very first time I saw you, girl. But I hope you understand that I am a working man. Don't think I'm a fool and cause no trouble. Cause when I give you my love, me no one problem. Cause when you give me your love, you get it back times 10. You are say you need space. Figure hang with friends. Make sure it's not men. And go make all good things come to an end. You know, all of this love I have is for you. Ever since the very first time I saw you, girl.
Yeah.
But I hope you understand.
I am a working man.
That's a top single right there in the number 5 position. Pressure Bus Pipe.
Yes. In the number 4 slot this week, DeMarco with Girls Are Drugs.
Some things just don't change.
But addicted.
Time to get naked, you fit tight like glove. Call the one X-rated, you're full of vibes, my love. Tell them say you're loving and nothing for them play with. Girls are drugs. Girls are drugs. Back it up and let me tell us if you lie down. Watch your legs, them a shake in your 5 round. Stop your by your body, be your pipe song. She married to the cocky, beg you get the white go. King in your pussy, give me my crown.
The voice of the man, DeMarco right there, with Girls Are Drugs in the number 4 slot.
Raw and unadulterated. You already know I said this is an official Atlanta Caribbean countdown. In the number 3 position, DeMarco comes back with I Deserve It.
Rest assured I will be great. Sure I will be great. I've got hope, yes, I've got faith. I've got hope, yes, I've got faith. The devil be so hard enough to shake. Oh no, I will not break. Oh no, I will not break. Not break. No, I will not break. Tears run down my face. Silence turns to rage. Trapped in the darkest place. I'm trapped in the darkest place. Where's my sweet escape? Time to turn the page. Reach for a brighter day now. 'Cause I deserve it. Every blessing comes my way. Oh yes, I deserve it. Grinding to keep my family safe. Oh yes, I deserve it. Life is a lesson to embrace. Oh yes, I deserve it. I deserve it. All those sleepless nights, I know I will prevent. Turn my failures into lessons to inhale. Oh, all
Yes,
it takes
indeed.
is time. Is just
DeMarco with I Deserve It in the number 3 spot this week.
Yeah, and I like to see the diversity in artistry on the countdown as we make our way to the number 2 single. This is the one and only Spice with Clean and Fresh.
At the Queen.
Dummy on the beat, so it's a banger.
More time you have to laugh. So stinking gal in them smell bad, they say. Me dear. Yeah, man, a crush road. Only buff and it a print out. I couldn't miss some gal a chat. I coulda what do stink mouth. Video my pretty face where them a talk about. Some
It's the
gal
queen
smell
of the
bad
dance
like
hall herself, queen of the dance hall, Spice in the number 2 position with Clean and Fresh.
Now, this queen, she not play number 2. I don't know what y'all deal with. But she is reigning supreme. Should we give them the countdown one more time?
Yes, remind them of the top or the bottom 9 songs.
All right. So in number 10, it was Sir Alexander Militant. 9 was Sir Alexander Feel Good. 8 was Palm Dawn Rifle. 7, K Queens Bad Gal. 6, Rosh Frazier Jr. and Mr. Pepper. Be Still. Number 5, Pressure Bus Pipe Working Man. Number 4, DeMarco, Girls Are Drugs. Number 3, DeMarco, I Deserve It. Number 2, Spice, Fresh, Clean, Fresh, Clean and Fresh. And number 1 for the top 10 countdown for this evening is none other than the queen who reigns supreme, Spice, in her soft girl era.
Clear the way for the new me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lights, camera, action. I'm pretty, classy, given, rich, chic, snatch, the level switched. Opulent, poised, elite, stylish. Allure, couture, is given, lavish.
Wait, let me cook, get a plate, get a cup. I ate this up like a sweet syrup. I just
There she is, the queen of the dance hall, y'all, in the number 1 spot. Spice does it again. Listen, she's been on top. Every time she drops a new song, the numbers are so strong. You know, her fan base is there. You know, she rises to the top real quick. Big up to all the artists here in the ATL who are doing their thing. All the artists and producers. Each and every week, we make sure we're representing for Atlanta's, Atlanta base. That's how it goes. When we're speaking about Atlanta base, it's all about rising. We rising to the top. We rising, and we're not going to stop. Calling the whole nation right now, yeah? It's the Koulie Nation. This one is from the artist that goes by the name of Koulie, called Rise Again. Let's go.
Rise, ye mighty people, once again.
I just want to pull it up from this, so the statement alone. What the statement said? Rise, you mighty people. Oh, talk to them.
Marcus Garvey words that.
Rise, ye mighty people, once again. Rise, ye mighty people, here we come again. Wave the flag for the great gathering. Wave the flag for the great gathering of Jah people. Of Jah people. I sight the conquering the lion who are waiting Zion. Investment and keep the thing balanced. The last clip and keep our agitation. We don't deal with no discrimination. I man could that never be a AI. Nobody send your CIA. Babylon think it's a game to them the eye. Them not they rubble, them in trouble with the most high. Say, rise ye mighty people.
Yes.
Once again.
Rise once again, you mighty people. Rise, rise, rise.
Message in the music.
Oh, you mean? Let's introduce our good friend to everybody.
Now, we've heard the saying, there's nothing new under the sun when it comes to the art form of music. This may not always be accurate. History has confirmed that innovation is constant, especially in an industry that you thought that you knew. Speaking of which, in the reggae world comes an exceptional talent. You should know Richard Koulie Glass. Tell us where you derived this name Koulie from.
Well, you know, I mean, so pretty much it's like I'm what they would call like a Yankee or something, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't born on the island. However, I always stuck to the culture. My granddaddy is from Trenchtown. My grandma is from Kingston. And so when the people would come over, you always hear them say, yo, the boy look like a coolie, you know? He might look like a coolie. So I always heard that term. So I said, man, yeah, that's something that'll actually stick with me, you know?
Yes.
So I just embrace it, yeah.
So how do you react when, I have to mention it because, you know, in the Caribbean, we can often use these words as, you mix up, man. You know, you mix it a whole heap of things. So how do you react to that kind of energy?
You know, honestly, I love it. I mean, I honestly love everything about culture personally, you know, the good with the bad. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? We're still a blessed people, so. Yeah, I love it.
There you have it. How were you able to stay so strongly rooted? As you were born in Florida, correct?
Miami, Florida, yes.
Right. So how are you able to stay so connected and rooted to Jamaican culture?
You know what? I honestly, I give thanks to my grandparents. They set the foundation or the groundation.
Mm-hmm.
Also, my mother, you know, my mother was also more Americanized when she come to the States, but granddaddy and grandma, they always kept the culture serious. They always cooked certain food. They always, my granddad was the type where like, he never lose him accent, you know. Yeah. He was here for years, but it was just still so thick. Right. And when my friends would come around, it was like, he would talk to them. They said, yo, what is he saying? They, you know, so I had to interpret for them. So it's my grandparents, yeah, for sure, that laid that groundation for me to maintain, you know, a rootical type of youth. Yeah.
And you know, the music. All right, and the imagery you set for the Rasta. Mm-hmm. So where did that come? Was you coming from a Rasta family, or something that you found on your own?
You know what? I don't come from a Rasta family at all. I had certain people in my family that were Rasta, but when it comes to, I was raised by my grandparents, and they end up, you know, when they come here, they return Jehovah Witness and them start for study and thing. Mm-hmm. I personally, you know, as the time was going by, just in high school, I said, yo, man, I seen a picture. My auntie was moving out. I saw a picture of Bob Marley's Soul Rebel album. Yeah. And I just looked upon it and I said, yo, man, this man powerful, you know what I mean? And I started just studying. And it happened to be a Rasta that opened up a bookstore close in the neighborhood. And so I just started to go there and study and get books. And the elder Rasta would just give out books. And I would just read. And I said, yo, man, there's something to this thing right here. You know what I mean? A lot of people try to take it like it's a herb thing or a a funny business I go on. No, man, this thing is serious, man. I'm saying is His Imperial Majesty is in a lineage of King Solomon and King David. This is factual. You know what I'm saying? And that is the same lineage of Christ.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a power to it. It's a serious thing, but people take it for like a joke type of business. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's bigger than just, music. It's even bigger than music.
Right.
Reggae music is just something that come from the people that, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I've done more studying. The people that call it reggae music, the first people that actually call it reggae, when them just a chunka, they weren't even Rasta.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
so
right.
yeah.
Do the reggae.
Reggae in your jaggy. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them type of, yeah. Yes,
I think it was really Bob who came along and with him championing or even like an evangelist for Rasta, brought reggae with the Rasta together, and so people have then put them together.
Combine the thing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
but Rastafari is a historical thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Because I guess like they said, the Queen of Sheba go to visit King Solomon, she give birth to Menelik the first. And then that's where the monarchy, the thing just stretch out, you know what I mean? Right. So yeah, the lineage.
Rise Again. Tell us about that song.
Just one of those songs where you're just influencing your study, and like it's a time where our people definitely need to just rise up and more just be focused on each other, and just know our value that we bring to the world.
Yeah.
Also, just Marcus Garvey, like this particular thing right here, I'm so honored. It's such an honor because Marcus Garvey don't necessarily get the when you think of like when them put the thing out there and it's like Black History Month or them something. You don't hear the youths really talk about Marcus. You know what I mean?
Right,
they more push like the Malcolm and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Martin.
Right.
It's Marcus is a very powerful leader as well. So that's something to be expressed in.
Precursor to those guys. Without
before right. Just,
I remind people that Malcolm X's father was a Garveyite.
Yes, right. You see it there. Yes, I.
So yeah, growing up with the thing. So the Marcus Garvey Symposium is going on this Wednesday.
Yes,
and you're going to be performing.
Yes, brother.
So tell us about that set. Why is this important for you? Just mentioned the importance of Garvey in general, but for you to perform.
Yeah, it's one of those things where just something that come full circle. You know what I mean? Like you grow up and you're influenced, or you read and study certain things, but you never know that you'll get a chance to actually perform for something that means so much. And actually for the third annual symposium in Atlanta, it's a big thing. The number 3 powerful, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's a powerful number. So yeah, it's a great thing. I just give so much thanks for the strength and to represent in such a way, and for the lyrics of the song to actually align with what Marcus Garvey I said too. So
yes,
it's like
people.
You see, right? So it's like it aligned perfectly, and I just give thanks to the Most High for it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
I am.
More music.
Power.
This is Koulie, y'all.
Oh yeah, I never know you get this one,
Hey, with bad wrong here, man.
Many sick, be nourished, hungry, be fed. Enough Rasta principle in my head. Get a you don't bow 50 pound or pen. You have to pay back everything with the interest. Can't trust the money when them wanting bad. Can't sign any paper them present. You have to make sure that the thing makes sense. Can't say a star, you can't pay your rent. Champion sound one hit for the medic. 3 more shots in the year for the dread. Redemption is night, Marcus Garvey said. Redemption is night, Marcus Garvey said. Redemption is night, Marcus Garvey said. Redemption is night, Marcus Garvey said.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Marcus Garvey said.
Blows.
Pull up.
Blows.
His name is Koulie.
Not easy enough.
Stop everything. Let's talk about the song. Let's talk about the song before we play some more. Once again, powerful lyrics, sitting on the rhythm, writing it. Unlike the first, which was a very roots rhythm.
Yeah.
This has a more very new age trap dance hall sound to it.
Yeah, true.
So very versatile in your approach to the music, I see.
Yes, I mean, it was just one of them things where it's like, because when I first start this thing, I just want to go straight roots, I mean, I want to deal with, you know what I mean? Because I always tell the people, dancehall is a part of it, but it's separate. It's kind of like the younger generation that pick it up and go on with the thing.
Yeah.
But it's different. Reggae and dancehall is different, just as far as even instrumentation or just how the thing is played. Yeah. I love the dancehall music, but I don't always like the message in a dancehall. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? Especially more with the new age thing, where them just a chop and Ray and tape. But So I said, well, yeah, well, I'm gonna do the dancehall. If I do a dancehall song that's more up in BPM and speed for the youth them and for the younger generation to like it, it will have to have a message as well.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so the sick be nourished, hungry be fed. These are Rastafari creed. You know what I'm saying? Sick be nourished, hungry be fed, age be protected, naked be clothed, infants cared for. You know what I mean? So
the man is living it, and he's talking about it in the music. This is Koulie, everybody. Let's get into it one more time. Sick must be nourished, hungry be
yes,
fed.
I am.
Maybe sick be nourished, hungry be fed. Enough Rasta principle in me head. Get a you don't bow 50 pound or pen. You have to pay back everything with the interest. Can't touch the money when you want them best. Can't sign any paper them present. You have to make sure that the thing makes sense. Can't say a star, you can't pay your rent. Champion sound one it for the medic. 3 more shots in the year for the dread. Redemption is 9 Marcus Garvey said. You claim defeat without no confidence. Maybe sick be nourished, hungry be fed. Enough Rasta principle in me head. Get a you don't bow 50 pound or pen. You have to pay back everything with the interest. Maybe sick be nourished, hungry be fed. Enough Rasta principle in me head. Get a you don't bow 50 pound or pen. You have to pay back everything with the interest. Champion sound one it for the bed. 3 more shots in the year for the dread. Champion sound one it for the bed. 3 more shots in the year for the dread. Enough Rasta principle in me head. Get a you don't bow 50 pound or pen. You have to pay back everything with the interest. Maybe sick be nourished, hungry be fed. Enough Rasta.
The voice of the man, Koulie, joining us right here on the Island Heat Radio Show podcast.
Beer vibe.
Big music, big music, big music. Once again, the message in the music, you can't deny it. You're living and you're talking about it.
Yeah, for sure. Yes,
Now,
You
brother.
could see him at the Marcus Garvey Symposium coming up on Wednesday.
Yes, for
Is
sure.
right. Now, major league production from Bobby York.
Yes.
How did that link come about?
Man, you know what? It's in the bio I was speaking about my mother. My mother was a artist. You know, she was signed at the Harmony House.
Okay, Barris Hammond's label.
Barris Hammond imprint. Yeah, his label. And she kept those connections good throughout the years. Even though she never bust to be a big singer like she, you know, but it's still big to I, you know what I mean? Because I mean, she went on tour with like the likes of a young Buju, Jack Cure. You know, Jack Cure was in the camp then, and you know what I'm saying? And so she did a lot of works, and so she kept those relationships good. And so when it was like fully, because I started off doing the hip hop music.
Okay.
But then I said, man, you know what? The landscape of hip hop just changed, and I said, man, I just don't feel it. It's how I'm not disrespecting the art form.
Right.
I love the art form. Been around over 50 years. Very positive, very strong platform, and you know what I'm saying, in art form. It's just I say, yo, man, time to go to the culture, forward to the culture. You know what I mean, and really take the thing serious. So once mommy see, oh no, he taking it serious. Then she started linking me with different people. She linked me with Bobby York, and then Bobby York linked me with Sizzla Kalonji, and the thing just, you know what I mean? It just set, and then it just started to move. Yeah.
That is awesome. So the family support is there.
Yes, for sure.
Right. Yeah.
Yes,
and with her having her experience to integrate, be able to bring you on and to get you to the right.
Yes, yes.
People are doing the things. Amazing. We are speaking with Koulie, who is going to be performing at the Marcus Garvey Symposium, which goes down here in Atlanta, Georgia, on the 25th, Wednesday the 25th, at Big Bethel. And we have the honor of joining the program this evening, the man himself, Dr. Stephen Golding, who is the keynote speaker at this event. Welcome, Dr. Golding. We're not hearing you. Is your volume up?
Sorry, I was on mute because I was making a lot of noise before you
put
me on. And I mean, may I lick the lyrical shots for the artist in the studio there, you know? Looking forward to his performance on Wednesday.
Yes.
Good evening to your listeners. Lady Laleebella, what a beautiful name.
What's going on? Yes, you already know the creed.
Koulie in the place and everybody. I know I'm going to see you guys live and in the flesh on Wednesday, right? This is
Yes.
the third time we're bringing this to Atlanta, and we really want to make Atlanta, which is the black mecca of the 21st century, we want to make that the
Atlantis,
first
I
black city
mean.
to raise the cry of remembrance of the ancestors, and their Holocaust, their journey through the Ma'afa. Because
Yes.
March 25th, of course, has been declared an International Day of Remembrance for the victims of slavery, the transatlantic slave trade. And that's been so since 2008. So we're really making a big push this year to lift the profile of that. I mean, the world
Yes.
recognizes the Holocaust of other people with great fanfare each year.
Yes.
We still wear poppies in Jamaica in November.
Mm-hmm.
School children do it, but we've never had a day recognizing our own Holocaust. What we call
Right.
in the Swahili word the term the Ma'afa. So that's what this is about, and that date also happens to be the anniversary of Garvey's first public lecture in Atlanta, which took place on March 25th, 1917 at Big Bethel AME Church, of course, the oldest African church in this new black Mecca. And so we give thanks to the sons of Allen there, to the social commission of the church, and of course to the resident pastor, Reverend Dr. J. Augustine, for having us.
Definitely major event, so very important. Third year in a row, right? It's going to be an annual event. I was there last year, and it was so moving, and I felt that the whole place should be packed. And so this year, I wanted to make a concerted effort to do everything I can to make sure that we get more and more people into that building. Koulie, you were mentioning earlier that a lot of people don't know or understand the works of a Marcus Garvey. And I think we need to do, especially for our younger generation, to take up that mantle of really spotlighting what Garvey did, how important what he did was, because I tell people, nobody was thinking that way in terms of black people, thinking of themselves as kings, thinking of black as beautiful, thinking, because the dominant, social construct was teaching the opposite.
Yeah, and Marcus Garvey talked about word, sound, and power, and he backed that up with how he lived his life. He was an apprentice for a print shop, so he went the extra mile to make sure that not only was his word spoken, but it was legible and being able to be written and shared with people and published in places. So how are we continuing that in today's society in the time of iPhones and
Dr.
laptops?
Golding, please talk about Garvey Renaissance.
Yeah, like what Sister Laleebella was saying there, Garvey actually was the media mogul of his day, before they were media moguls. And she's absolutely right. He was a professional printer, trained from before he, became adult age, and used that platform to sort of launch himself to the world. And this is why Marcus Garvey was perhaps the first black icon of the 20th century, along with Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight champion of the world. These were two black men who were absolutely known around the globe. You know what I mean? Garvey introduced that kind of celebrity status to the black race outside of entertainment and sports, because we've always been dominant in those fields, but he was the first one to sort of take it to a level of being a statesman, of being an advocate. What's significant about that in comparison to the other leaders that Koulie mentioned? He talked about Malcolm X, he talked about Martin Luther King, and how their profile is a little bit more visible than Marcus Garvey even today, when it was Marcus Garvey who inspired both of them. And SuperPEC is right. Malcolm X's father was a UNIA president and was somebody very close to Marcus. In fact, he probably met Marcus Garvey in 1917 at Big Bethel in Atlanta, because X's father, of course, is from Georgia. And after meeting Garvey, his whole life changed. He traveled with him to Canada, where he met his wife. Of course, she was a UNIA secretary who had just come up to Montreal from Grenada. And more so than that, Malcolm X's father was involved in the engagement with the Ku Klux Klan. Atlanta is a very significant city when it comes to Garvey and Garvey's life. You know what I mean? We already mentioned that he made his first big public lecture there in 1917. To date, up to that point, that was the biggest audience he had spoke to, and he spoke to a crowd of about 300 at that church. But Garvey also returned to Atlanta in 1922 to meet with the head of the Ku Klux Klan, which was a radical maneuver for a black man at the time. And a lot of people, know the story of how the anti-Garveyists tried to use that against Garvey. But for those of us who understand just how much damage the Klan was doing and know the real story of why that meeting had to take place, it really had to do with the fact that there were armed, violent clashes between UNIA divisions and Klan chapters, particularly in the South, in places like Key West and Miami and coming up to Atlanta. Malcolm X's father had his own particular history with the Klan, the fact that 2 of his brothers were murdered by the Klan while he was in Georgia, and the fact that he himself died under questionable circumstances, some believe assassinated by a faction of the Klan, which was known as the Black Legions of the time. Garvey then returned to Atlanta again in 1925 to serve his prison sentence there at the federal penitentiary between 1925 and 1927, and he happened to be in that prison at the same time that the former governor of Indiana, Governor McCrae, who had been set up and sent to prison by the Ku Klux Klan, who were trying to take over the state of Indiana. So anyway, I don't want to go too much into that. This forms part of some research that we've done over the last couple of years in preparation for a second film on Marcus Garvey. Of course, we screened the first film on Marcus Garvey at the Symposium last year, and we hope to have a second one ready maybe for next year or for the 5th year. But yeah, man, there's a lot of history there when it comes to Garvey that is particular to the city of Atlanta. And so we want everybody to come out, not just the Jamaicans who have always been supportive of this. And we want to say big up to the Atlanta Jamaican Association, who have been our main sponsors from day one. But we want everybody, African Americans, Afro-Canadians, Afro-Latinos. We want everybody to come out, because we are also recognizing 1526 being the start of the commercialization of chattel slavery, and the year in which the first ship carried enslaved Africans not only to the Americas, the first one going to Brazil, but it was also the year that the first enslaved Africans were brought to America in what is now the border of Georgia and what is that, South Carolina. Everybody talks about 1619, about, the arrival of enslaved Africans, but the first enslaved Africans arrived in America in 1526. It's just that they were able to kill their enslavers, escaped into the interior of the country, where they merged with the native Indian groups. And so white history wrote them out and don't talk about them, but they were also amongst the first Maroons, the first freedom fighters on this continent, and represent a legacy. So we're also recognizing the 500-year marker of that, and also 100 years since the creation of what is now known as Black History Month last month, which started as Negro History Week in 1926. So these are significant milestones we're recognizing, coupled with the fact that it is a UN recognized international day, and based on the foundation laid down by the fact that this is also the day that Marcus Garvey first came to the city of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wow. None of this is by chance. Everything is aligned.
So much knowledge, so much information just in a few minutes there. Thank you. That's amazing. Now, you have a book And I'm loving this because Koulie you're using lyrics, positive lyrics to get messages across, and you're speaking, educating, the massive that way. And I think it's so important that our children also get these messages, but it's got to be able for them to digest, right?
Yeah.
And the good professor has a book out called Daddy Marcus Nursery Rhymes. Tell us about this. Tell us about this book and the importance of providing this kind of knowledge and information to our children.
Yeah, Daddy Marcus is our response to Mother Goose. And so many grew up. So many of us in Jamaica, in the English-speaking Caribbean, even in the United States to an extent, grew up on these old British nursery rhymes that were compiled at some point under the moniker of Mother Goose Nursery Rhymes and Fairy Tales. And this was part of a project we developed when we were chairing the Garvey Studies Department at the Heidel Group of Schools. As far back as 2009, I think we began writing these nursery rhymes in 2017. And we've just published them last year. That probably doesn't say nothing good about me, but there's so many projects that we're involved in. We still have projects we have thought about a decade ago that we haven't gotten around to actually realizing, but we finally got around to doing this one. And what that is based on is the fact that we research the history of some of these nursery rhymes. And let me preface this by saying that the early childhood age of education is the most fundamental part of your education in terms of your memorization. The things you learn between the ages of 3 and 7, you never forget for the rest of your life. I mean, you could even get Alzheimer's and forget your own wife's name. You could forget your own children's name. But the things that you learn between the age of 3 and 7 stay with you to the grave, regardless of what happens to you. And it made us say, well, what are we teaching our children between these age? And so it comes back to nursery rhymes, which teachers use as a program to develop your memorization and to begin your journey into learning. And I said to myself, but have we ever stopped to dissect some of these nursery rhymes and really look at what we were planting in the minds of our children at the age where they will never forget it? Right. And so we did this with young people too, and it was very revealing. I mean, we broke down nursery rhymes like Baba, Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. Check the next line. 1 for the master. 1 for the day, 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane. Well, who is the little boy? And what's down the lane from the master's house? And why is there a master in the first place? And how come the little boy don't live in the house with the master and the day, and he's obviously not their son? That's the slave master.
Yeah.
And who lived in the slave quarters, right? So what we did was to take those nursery rhymes and decolonize the narratives, reclaim the narratives. So we turned Baba Black Sheep into Bobo Ashanti, which says, Bobo Ashanti, have you any brooms? Yes, I, 3 bags full. 1 for the prophet and 1 for the priest, 1 for the black king crowned in the east. And we offered it as a solution now to the fact that why are our teachers in the 21st century still teaching these nursery rhymes like Baba Black Sheep? Baba Black Sheep was written in 1744.
We learned it when we were young. That's it. You said it.
When our own ancestors were being enslaved by the very people who were writing these nursery rhymes. And here we are, 300 years later almost, teaching them to our children, we the descendants of the enslaved. And anyway, we're going to go into it on Wednesday. That's a very exciting thing. We turned London bridges falling down into Timbuktu is going up. We turned Little Miss Muffet, who sat on her tuffet. We turned that into Little Miss Lou, who was cooking her stew. The fact is that as Jamaicans, and as Africans above that, we have a rich enough history and culture going back to the beginning of time that we don't have to be regurgitating the nursery rhymes of other cultures, particular cultures who were hostile to us at the time that those nursery rhymes were written. and teaching them to our children, not knowing that we are the ones planting the seeds of white supremacy in the minds of our children. And when they grow up now and they start bleaching, and where they can only envision kings and queens as coming from England and Spain, because that's what we taught them at that impressionable age when they couldn't forget it. We create these problems for ourselves because we haven't applied the right solutions. So, this is Garveyism at the early childhood level. Marcus Garvey said we must inspire a literature and promulgate a doctrine of our own without any apologies to the powers that be. And that's what we're doing. Some people think when you teach Garveyism, you must be teaching them about the life of Garvey. I can give you a 3-hour lecture, which is Garveyism, without mentioning Marcus Garvey one time. You know what I mean? If I want to teach you about the life of Marcus Garvey, that's called a history class. I don't teach history. I teach Garveyism, right? So we apply his teaching to the curriculum, and one of the first things we have to do is begin to decolonize the curriculum, right? To remove those seeds of white supremacy, to repair the narrative so that we create what Garvey said would be a racial and cultural education designed for the empowerment and improvement of our people.
There you have it.
Powerful.
Yes, indeed.
Celebrate.
It goes down this Wednesday. Big Bethel AME Church in Atlanta. This is the 3rd annual Marcus Garvey Symposium in recognition of the International Day of Remembrance of Mafusa. Excuse me, let me say that right. Mafa. And that is Ma'afa, the African Holocaust. So more important, I cannot stress this for anybody who's listening in, anybody following the show and the program. Come on out and let us celebrate us. That's what I found this is. It's a celebration of us and who we are and who we really are.
Yeah.
Right? Because as the good doctor was saying, right, we grew up with a certain socialization happening, and none but ourselves. Free our minds.
Yeah.
And so that is what it's all about. Dr. Stephen Golden, thank you so very much for joining us on the program tonight. We definitely hope in the future to have a long, full session, in-depth conversation with you. So much knowledge, so much education. We thank you for stepping up to the plate and to championing this cause and to making sure that, as you say, it's not just the history of Garvey, but Garveyism itself, what it means. So thank you so very much. I appreciate you so much for what you do.
Thanks for having me, and I see you guys on Wednesday.
Yes. Before we let the good doctor know, last week we did the program. It was entitled "The Women of Union," right? And we mentioned Garvey's wives and some important females that were alongside. And, you can't, I believe, king can't do anything without the queen, right? So we're going to introduce the queen into the conversation just a little bit here. This is music from Empress Golden. This is called Love Never Hurt Nobody.
You said you believed it was real, and now she hurt your boy and felt it. Thought that she was the one for you, babe, but no, she wasn't. But love never hurt nobody. Don't you worry, babe. I'm gonna make you love me. Wash away the pain. Love never hurt nobody. Gotta let it go. Let me give my love. It's all for you, baby. Give it all for you.
I just had to get a little taste of that in there, okay? Empress Golden representing right there. You want to give us a special shout out?
that's a song I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah.
She did that long before I met her. But
Okay.
yeah, man, let me give her a shout out. She's right downstairs now. Actually, I just passed her.
Niceness.
So
I should have told her to tune in if I knew you was going to play the music. You know, it looked like she was almost dozing off with my daughter on the couch, so I didn't want to trouble her.
Lovely.
well, you can let her know, right? We're gonna keep her in rotation here on the Island Heat because it's great music. It's great music. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time.
Thank you so much.
Dr. Stephen Golding has been our guest, and he will be here in Atlanta with us this Wednesday. Make sure you come on out. The wealth of information and knowledge is good for you. This is good stuff, good stuff. And the man himself, Koulie, will be in the building, and he'll be dropping tunes like this.
Hey, sizzler, color, dreadlock flying through the air. And all I've got is love. Hey, do you really love me? Yeah. Rastafari. Do you really love me?
Gracious love. Big up our music lovers.
I'm a reggae rocker. Do you love me?
Do you love me?
6 feet tall, straight from over the hill. Do you love me?
The voice of Koulie alongside Sizzla Kalonji.
Play the music that I love
Right now.
Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Vibrations sent from
One time for my Inner Circle fans, yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
She's a rocker, she's a rocker. Rocking to my melody. I'm a rockin', you're a rockin'. To my reggae melody.
yeah.
She's a rocker. Rocking to my melody. I'm a rockin', you're a rockin'. To my reggae melody.
Roots rocking, there ain't nothing lacking. Foundation groove, there ain't no stopping. East, west, north, and south, that's what's happening. Article vibration, that's what's popping. Man and woman, they in a rope and up style. Original tip is hardcore to desire. The music is love, the vibration so high. Girls, tell me that you love the and make the moon just smile.
There you have it, y'all. Big music for the man Koulie alongside Sizzla Kalonji.
Yes.
Yeah, you did say that Bulby helped to make that connection.
Yes, for sure.
Were you able to be in the studio with Sizzla at the same time, or did you send the files?
You know what? I was in Jamaica. I was just waiting for, you know what I'm saying, waiting for the general to forward, but he was really busy at the time.
See.
And but I did get a chance to go to Judgment Yard. I went to Augustown and visit the Judgment Yard, you know, the compound.
Right.
We forward there, walked through a few gully and thing, and then, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, the general himself just forward out there, you know?
Yeah.
Gave me a link and just talked to me, you know what I mean? Took a picture with me and just reasoned with me a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's like a true milestone as far as just my career thus far, you know?
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
big milestone, because that's an icon right there, so I can't even repay him for the strength that he give me for that right there. So, you know, so I give thanks for that.
Right. And then the sample, you know, because the Inner Circle, Easy Rockers coming back to. So why did you pick that one?
You know what? Rockers is my favorite. That's one of my favorite movies, you know. And I just love Jacob Miller. Just love the Inner Circle. I love them. And just inspired by them. So I said, you know what? I want to pay it forward to the forefathers of this reggae thing. You know what I mean? I know sometimes it seems like they just forgot and time just go by, and I feel like the next generation need to be introduced to them as well. So that was my way of, you know, just kind of pay homage to them.
Awesome.
That was a blessing. And the production in that rhythm right there is a guy by Paul Castick from Grooves Galore Music.
Okay.
So he produced that one, and then Bulby did the engineering, and you know. Right. So yeah.
Good stuff. Tell everybody how they can follow your career, find your music, give them all your info.
Yeah, just I'm up on the Instagram at Koulie Nation, Koulie Nation, and that's across all platforms. And I'm working on a website, but for now I'm on all social media platforms as Koulie Nation. That's Koulie Nation. Yes. Right. Yes, yes.
So, this is the Island Heat Radio Show podcast right here at APAP Radio. We are your hosts, DJ SuperPEC.
And I'm Lady Laleebella. And we had Koulie in the building. We just had Mr. Golding in the building. We have had such a great show just from the impact of the knowledge we've shared, the music that we've partaked in, and also bringing energy of what the forefathers would want in this time.
Indeed.
It's such a critical time politically. So it's good to be here, sharing in the energy, and also knowing we have great takeaways to bring out into our lives afterwards.
Definitely. Now, last week in the media world, there was a little controversy.
A riff?
Just a spat.
Riff raff?
A little online brouhaha. Yeah. And between two very notable giants in the
movie stars, you could say.
Almost, you thought there was some real bona fide love.
You
find out that, things aren't.
And then we have to say murder.
My goodness gracious. So some of you may have caught on.
I like that.
Some of you may have caught on. We're talking about Buju Banton and Wayne Wonder. They had a little issues last week as Buju Banton, who's began his media tour for an upcoming album, was being interviewed in New York by Queen's Flip. In the interview, Flip asked him about the relationship with Wayne Wonder, a 30-year plus relationship that has gone sour. And Buju stated that, I'm Iwan Bond, with nobody, and so let's go, right?
Yeah.
I never do good all we had. We ain't never hurt nobody. We ain't never hurt nobody. Still, even they're humble.
Okay, well, but those are the early days. When the statement that was put out by Wayne's team, partly by his wife, just was correcting some of the facts that about how much Wayne Wonder has done for Buju. When Buju didn't have a car and couldn't get around, it was Wayne who picked him up every day to bring him to the studio, to Wayne's studio session to help try to get Buju on from day one, and them writing the song Murderer together with Frankie Sly. But apparently only Buju's name now appears in the credits as of today in that record.
Man, I collect everything.
Yeah, it seems so. Apparently there was a conversation and a royalty percentage was offered, which Wayne wanted to turn down, saying no, it need to... he said last year price is not this year price.
True.
Right? So then Gargamel, Buju, responded once again. And let me just say, if you ever thought Ninja Man could chase somebody, boy, I'm going to tell you, Buju, I want Buju's management team to please take away his cell phone and ban him from posting on social media. Every time you're ready for him to say something on social media, you take the phone and you put it on him and you control the machine. Don't let him do it.
And that is the problem, is that you're not supposed to run somebody up under them mother. So
Oh,
you're not supposed to do that.
He talked about, he said, if Wayne can't control the dog, then I'm yard.
What is?
Ooh, come on now. Come on now. Come on, Buju.
Pet and pamper, but I'm a pet.
And a pet.
Buju. Yeah, and then the under. That is. We don't like to see these things.
We don't like to hear them. We don't like to see them, and especially between two friends.
Hit making classics that they have together.
Setting the example for the younger generation now that's coming up and looking to them to say, what are our forefathers doing? How have they maintained a good career? Not by tracing one another.
Let's do this. We're going to invite both Wayne Wonder, his wife, and Buju Banton to the Marcus Garvey Symposium this Wednesday. All right? We're working on the unity part, yeah?
Mighty people, accomplish what you will.
There you go. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the last 2 hours here on the program. We're going to have to skip our featured song video of the week. I'm sorry, guys, we ran out of time.
Happy birthday to all the birthdays.
Happy birthday to everybody who is celebrating the birthday. Queen Ifrica on the 25th. Derek Morgan, her father, celebrates her birthday on the 27th. Kalissa, sister of the Grammy Award-winning Kes Namdi, and
Chronix's wife.
Chronix's wife on the 28th. Daddy Screw on the 29th, Admiral T on the 29th as well, Matt Cobra and Anthony B on the 31st. In the Atlanta Caribbean community, a good brother passed away this weekend, African. I saw a lot of people were posting about that loss. So rest in power, condolences to his friends and family. And I gotta say, rest in peace, Uncle Jimmy, James Mighty, rest in power each and every time. This is
the Island Heat Radio Show. Special shout out to our sponsors, APAP Media Group, and we're out.
Bless.
Hey, sizzler, dreadlock flying through the air. And all I've got is love. Hey, do you really love me? Yeah. Rastafari. Do you really love me?
Gracious love. Big up our music lovers.
I'm a reggae rocker. Do you love me?
1, 2, 3.
Island Heat Caribbean Show, APAP Radio. Keep it locked.
Right.
From yard to the street. APAP Radio. Keep it locked.